Chicago to house asylum seekers met with opposition from community members. This time, the proposed shelter is an industrial building in the Galewood neighborhood.
WGN's Dana Rebick live on the west side with details on that. Dana.
Well, certain Park District field houses received major pushback from residents. It appears now the city is looking at alternatives, including some commercial buildings like the one behind me. And today, as you mentioned, residents in Galewood not happy about this idea and spoke out against it.
Chris Telefero, the 29th Ward Alderman, sent out a memo stating that instead of Amundsen Park, we're going to look into the commercial building here at 1900 North Austin. The problem is this building's over 700,000 square feet. It has a lot of employees inside the building, and we don't know exactly who is coming in the building. It's a safety issue.
Community members in Galewood upset over a plan to house migrants inside this industrial building at 1900 North Austin. There are several businesses operating here, but residents say they were told a 3,000 square foot vacant space inside would be converted into a migrant shelter next month. The building is currently zoned as commercial.
We should prioritize what the people here say first. They work here. If this is a commercial area, we should not have people living in here. It's not zoned for that. I mean, we have a park over there. Children are around. We don't know who these people are. We don't know where they come from.
The governor's emergency declaration allows us to retrofit spaces because of this humanitarian crisis and not have to fall within all of the zoning restrictions.
During a city meeting on the migrant crisis this afternoon, officials were asked about another commercial building in Westtown identified as a possible shelter space. The city working quickly to try to get migrants indoors and out of police stations as colder weather is quickly approaching.
We didn't vote for our neighborhood to be infiltrated like this.
From commercial spaces to a planned tent base camp in Brighton Park, the city clashing with neighbors against migrants moving into their areas. Officials saying they are trying to find as many brick and mortar spaces, but that it is difficult work.
We're in a lot of conversations with our faith community to talk about ways that we can creatively partner. And then we, of course, have some upcoming shelters that are opening. We're trying to move as quickly as possible. But obviously, like I said, we don't have a lot of turnkey solutions here. So we have to, be nimble and be resourceful.
We did reach out to Alderman Chris Taliaferro and the mayor's office about this particular location, if it's a go and when it could open, but did not hear back. During that meeting with city officials today, there were several other things discussed, as well as a push to the federal government for more funding for Chicago to help with this crisis, as well as the renewal of a controversial contract with a staffing company. We'll have more on those issues coming up at 6. For now, live in Galewood, Dana Rebick, WGN News.
Thank you, Dana.